Sticking out your for the dreamer. He's so pedophile. You're a minor.
Yeah, I guess f***ing Gumball smoked me, okay?
SunnyV2 posted a new video about Dream that I've been meaning to watch. As you guys know, I've covered a lot of Dream content on my channel. We covered the Dream allegations. We went through a lot of that. And I've been meaning to watch this new video by Sunny about Dream. A lot of people don't like SunnyV2. I like SunnyV2. I think he makes decent videos sometimes. And I'm going to check it out. Dream's career has 12 months left, he says. And it's actually kind of an underperforming video for Sunny, considering his channel. I feel like usually he's getting like, I don't know, 3 to 4 mil on his videos, and this one's underperforming. And it's about Dream, so you'd think it would do better.
Dream's sub count hasn't changed in almost a full year. Then factor in his best friend's cancellation, the death of YouTube Minecraft culture, and a music career with its own Know Your Meme articles, and it seems Dream's future forecast is looking pretty gloomy. His impact is only getting weaker every single day, and it was set into motion by his initial face reveal. We've already talked about why it was a bad decision, but to give a quick recap, it destroyed all his mystery. Before showing his face to the world, videos teasing
The editing in this is really funny. What the f is the editing?
face reveal. We've already
Why did he make him smile?
initial face reveal.
He looks so creepy. Look at that little smile, bro. That's horrifying.
We've already talked about why it was a bad decision, but
Was the volume mad loud? Hold on. I can turn it down a little bit for you guys.
to give a quick recap, it destroyed all his mystery. Before showing his face to the world, videos teasing
It is so uncanny. Like the way he edited that face.
initial face reveal.
Look at that smile. Why'd he do that, bro? Reveal. Well, that's just being Australian, mate. That's just because he's Australian.
It was a bad decision, but to give a quick recap, it destroyed all his mystery. Before showing his face to the world, videos teasing his reveal gained over 50 million views, also making him the most replayed segment of the 2020 Rewind, purely because his identity was hidden. Dream's anonymity also made him sit in
Why does it look like he's like masturbating, bro? This editing is crazy.
because his identity was hidden. Dream's anonymity also made him sit inside consistently grinding videos.
I can count on one hand the number of times I left the house between the end of 2019 to when I
This is a crazy fit, Dream. Look, I know I've defended you a few times, bro, but this fit is very crazy. You can't be dressing like you're in the backyardigans, okay? Like what? He's wearing shorts. He's got these shoes on. He's got like a blue jacket with a watch. He's also got a white t-shirt. He's got this like strange sort of like Peppa Pig hat going on. Like what is this? And he's also slouched over. Like Dream, what kind of fit is this? The other guy's sitting so fruity. No, he has good posture. This guy has good posture. It is a little fruity, but you know, you're gonna look fruity if you have good posture.
I face reveal.
Believing the face reveal would make him more social while expanding his presence through collabs with others.
And it really didn't do that in the end, did it? I think it seems like he was way more famous before the face reveal. And then once the face reveal happened, it was just like his life was consumed with drama and he didn't even post videos anymore. Like Dream hasn't consistently posted videos in a long time, you know? And I remember he said he would be coming back to YouTube after the allegation video came out. He said he would be posting again, but he hasn't really posted since then, has he?
We'll make more IRL content as well.
Which is crazy to think because Dream, like, some of you guys in chat will remember, Dream was so famous like a couple years ago. Like 2-3 years ago, he was so famous. Like he was so big. He was so famous.
I'm with me and my friends and we do things.
Dream did successfully become more social, but this didn't translate to the growth he might have wanted. His only 4 Minecraft videos posted after showing his face have averaged 6.95 million views each, which is 85% less than the 4 videos from before his face reveal.
Damn.
Which averaged 46 million views each.
That's crazy.
Now, perhaps his post-face reveal
What is this animation, Sonny? Why'd you make him look like that? Why did you make him look like that?
videos simply weren't as good, but they definitely didn't have the same feeling as those posted beforehand. It was like there was nothing to look forward to anymore. The story had been completed and it wasn't worth paying attention. I completely forgot about Dream after the face reveal. Never realized how big not showing his face played into his identity slash
It was a big deal. And the reason why is because there's not really any... Okay, so like, little context. When I was like starting on YouTube, like 2016, face reveals were a big thing. Like most channels I watched were faceless for a while before they revealed their face. Because they were like gaming channels, or they were commentary channels, or they were like reviewers of like movies and shit. And they weren't showing their faces. And like, it was a big deal when they face revealed. Like I remember when Leafy face revealed at like 100K or maybe 200K. And it was a really big deal to face reveal back then. Like I remember when I Ate Everything face revealed, that was a huge deal. When when Colossal face revealed, that was a huge deal. When Pyrocynical face revealed, that was a huge deal. Like, it was a really big deal. But yeah, face reveals were like a huge thing, to the point where back then people were, not that this doesn't happen now, but there was like a bunch of videos being made about how like it's up that people are like invading people's privacy to dox them and find out what they look like because they're like parasocially attached, right?
Brand. The anonymous.
I have a little bit of good news, ladies and gentlemen. The house hunt is over. I have signed a contract to purchase a house, which is pretty cool. So I should be hopefully moved in within like a month and a half, 2 months. Yeah. So it's pretty sick. Can I dox? Yeah, of course, bro. Based.
Dream smiley.
Also, there will be more live streams over the next few weeks in general. Because the reason I didn't do a live for a couple weeks is I had to travel and I had shit to do. But now that I'm home, and I'll be home until the end of June when I go to VidCon, there will be a bunch of time to stream. So I'm hoping to stream at least twice a week.
Face was used for music merch and his character, which was completely destroyed as soon as he showed his face. I think one of the reasons he became popular in the first place and developed the fan base that he did was due to his anonymity and especially his mask. People like the ones who seem to be obsessed with Dream easily pour their hearts into someone who they may know nothing about, as the mask makes it easier to project whoever they want Dream to be onto his character. Now that he's taken that away, the fans are no longer fantasizing about the unknown aspects of Dream and don't really care about him anymore, backed up by a
That's true, yeah. On a personal level, they don't really care about him anymore. The only thing they care about, I think, is like, I think they'd be willing to watch the Minecraft videos. Like, those who are just there for Minecraft are still watching the vids, but like the hype around Dream and the mystique is gone. And also, like, people just think he's corny now. You know, unfortunately, he's kind of lost some of the riz he had. He could get that back, I think, if he just made really good videos consistently, but he hasn't really been posting consistently in a while. He hasn't been on his game, so I think that's become a major problem for him. You should donate me more money. Deep pockets.
PC Gamer article which added the illusion of him being a supermodel.
Imagine caring about Dream to begin with. I mean, you say that, but like, he is one of the biggest YouTubers of the past while. Like, I cared about Dream, not on like a personal level, but I just cared to watch the shit go down because it was interesting. You know, it's interesting when someone's that famous. So to say like, who cares about Dream in the first place? I mean, if you don't care about like what he looks like obviously that's, you know, justified. But to watch my stream and be like, who cares about Dream at all? Like, I talk about all the shit. I just talked about Wendigoon for, you know, 2 hours.
Unusual or perhaps a god
Thank you, the
amongst
shadow.
men is gone. He really is just a guy you'd see on the street. Even the intended benefit, becoming more social, negatively impacted the quality of the videos.
I went from never leaving my house to being able to leave my house.
Yeah.
And so what do you think happened? I was less active. I posted not as much. I didn't, you know, when I did, I didn't practice Minecraft as much. So I wasn't as good at the game. I stopped uploading. I stopped doing stuff because I was like, oh my God, I'm able to actually go and, you know, do things now.
And this is the thing, okay? When you're a YouTuber, and I know this better than many, it's often incentivized to be terminally online, okay? It's often incentivized because if you're grinding all day, if you're just getting shit done, then your channel's probably going to pop off because you're going to be willing to work harder than the other people, right? But the problem with that is like a few problems. First of all, being inside all day can be bad for your mental health. You can go kind of crazy. It can make you really annoying or erratic or sheltered, and then you're unrelatable to people. And another problem that you run into is once you do actually start having social interactions, you become less interested in YouTube stuff, and it's hard to go back to that grind set, you know? Do you think it's a good idea to hide your face nowadays as a content creator? I mean, there's pros and cons. If you want to maintain your anonymity and not have people care what you look like, there's pros. But for me, using my face is a lot easier actually, because instead of my guys having to record gameplay, it's you know, me talking to a camera. So that's part of the reason I stopped doing gameplay on this channel and started being more personable by showing my face, is because first of all, I mostly got over whatever insecurity I had over being mocked online for my appearance. I don't really give a shit. So that's the first part of it. And then the other part of it is, you know, basically I just realized it was advantageous, you know, for the editors to have a face cam video of me. You know, people are, I think, in my opinion, you know, they're more inclined to see me as like a person and like want to hear what I have to say if they can see my face, because they're like, oh, he's not just a guy behind a screen. He's a real ass nibba, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't really think that I personally am glad that I started showing my face more, but I can see benefits to not showing your face for sure. You know, there's definitely pros and cons with both.
He's only uploaded one real life collab, which has since been deleted completely.
It has been?
The video vlogged his appearance in Mr. Beast's Antarctica video, for which he was criticized pretty heavily.
I watched Mr. Beast's video about Antarctica, and I noticed that
I like this guy's channel. This guy's funny.
Dream was in
he shit on that Ethan Doolittle guy. He's cool.
And he was extremely boring.
And with the face reveal downsides being heavier than the upsides, Dream stated this.
I'm glad that I did it, but also there's many times where I was like, is this worth it? I don't know.
Clearly regretting his choice to take off the mask, he'd upload a new video titled Bye from Dream, admitting to a loss in viewership.
Ever since you took this stupid mask off, you've fallen off. You're irrelevant. You have no
True.
money, no
They're right.
views, you're trash.
While writing below the video
telling
that
the truth,
he was
though.
returning to anonymity, I will slowly be deleting all pictures of me online and going back to just being a gamer in a mask.
Yeah, so he clearly realized that it was a problem. Being like having his face out there was a problem. He wanted to walk it back. But once it's out of the bag, you can't really do that unless you really grind and make content like all the time. It's really, really good and like get back to that. I don't know if he can walk it back now. I don't know if you can ever put that back in the bag, you know, because now people know what you look like. And it was like a huge drama. I mean, if you look up
I'll be walking it back.
If you look up like dream face reveal on YouTube, not that it matters that much, but I mean, 4 million views, dream face reveal, honest reaction. And he's not like a bad looking dude. I mean, I guess you can say he looks weird, but I feel like he's a relatively decent looking guy. But I think part of the problem was just the mystique built up around it for so long, with so many of his fans being like, he's going to be so hot. And then he just looks like a normal white dude, you know? I think that definitely kind of caused kind of an air of corniness in his brand for sure.
I will be getting rid of everything other than my new mask. He'd stick to his word by deleting the original face reveal and doing an entire podcast wearing his see-through mask, also heavily implying at VidCon he was trying to reignite his original success.
People asked about, me putting the mask back on and had asked me, a big question about why. The biggest reason is what it meant before, I think is really important, and bringing it back is important for that.
He further added that the mask symbolized this.
It's always something that's going to symbolize to me, like, anyone can do anything.
Yet it also symbolized the good old days and Dream's popularity peaked despite claiming it hadn't happened.
I don't feel like I've peaked on YouTube.
Putting the mask back on was therefore met with criticism.
The thing is, I think Dream could still come back. Like, I feel like given he got there in the first place and it was clearly a very like calculated thing he pulled off, I think he could come back. I think he could get back to that level of popularity. It just might take a couple years of posting a lot, you know? It might take a while. He needs to just post videos and like not engage in drama or responding to people anymore. Somebody made a point a while ago, I want to say it was Cordwit or maybe it was Toastify, but they made the point that part of the problem with Dream is he would respond to any and every criticism of him, and it basically just, well, not every, but basically anything that he saw as like wrong, he would just respond to it. And the problem with that is you encourage people to look into you further and like come after you, even though his responses were good. Like his responses to the grooming allegations were good, like, and he was innocent, right? He was undoubtedly innocent. You can't, if you're calling Dream at this point, you are slandering him. You're still slandering him before, but if you're doing it now, it's especially bad because everything is out on the table, and he's not. I think the fact that he was constantly responding just made it so that anytime he was being heard about, it was like dreams and drama again, dreams and drama again, dreams and drama again. Anytime he was heard of outside of his audience, it was for drama, and that caused a big stigma around him.
I'm guessing most likely he saw the view count dip, and he was like, oh, okay, this
Jalen
isn't really working out, so I'm gonna go back, do what made me pop.
He just needs to really lock in and make some really fire content, you know? He might need to reinvent himself a little bit, honestly. If I had a guess. It's actually really sad thinking about that he wasn't able to go outside and engage with his friends in public spaces. Yeah, it sucks, but, you know, that's sometimes the price of being that famous and also being faceless, you know? I don't think he regrets it. I mean, he made, I'm sure, $20 million, who knows how much, maybe more. So I don't think he, like, is sad about that.
Dream putting the mask back on is the most hilarious and the most depressing thing at the same time.
Why platform Jalen? I mean, I don't think it's about platforming. It was just an example of someone criticizing Dream. I don't think it's a platforming thing. I don't care about that.
Others believe the announcement was very clearly satirical / a promo for his music, which doesn't look any more promising than the future of his YouTube. He posted his first song called Road Trip in 2021, which was followed by another 2 singles called Mask and Change My Clothes, all of which have only 1 star on Rate Your Music. 0% racism, 0% money, 0% sex, 100% garbage. No auto-tune, no mixing, just straight ass.
The thing is, people say this, but if you actually look at Dream's Spotify, which I have checked before, his songs actually have performed pretty decent. If you check it, like, and it can't just be all ironic listeners, because it's not all people who, can I find his Spotify profile? Hold on, Dream Mask. Here we go. If you check his Spotify, let me pull this up real quick. Like, these songs did pretty good. Change My Clothes has 77 million plays. That's like legit artists, you know, numbers. And the songs aren't that bad. It's not my thing, but they're not that bad. Until I End Up Dead, that has 13 million. Mask has 90 million. Road Trip, Sonny says it's poorly received, but it has 100 million plays on Spotify. Like, that's easily 50, 60 grand, you know? Like, it got some serious attention. His songs they're not garbage. Hold on. I don't think they're garbage. It's not my kind of music, but we'll try it out.
Afraid that I won't make it, but if I never step outside,
his voice sounds fine.
About the things that I wanna do. If I wanna change the world, I should change myself. I should. The afternoon, ambition still. Change my clothes, make my bed. I should.
It's fine. It's generic. I mean, it's kind of generic, but like a lot of music is generic.
Things that I wanna do.
It's not that bad. DZ and chat, you gotta chill out. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's fine. I don't like love it, but it's not that bad, bro.
This is a perfect example of the fact that just because you're famous doesn't mean you should make a song. Dream would therefore take a break to study the music industry.
But I did look into, you know, like singing and production and writing and how things.
I feel like he's a decent singer. I feel like the song wasn't that bad. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't that bad. And he's new to music. Give him a little time. I don't want to defend Dream, but like it wasn't that bad.
Things work in the industry.
Although it's hard to gauge how truthful this even is, given most of his music is made by other people. Dream had referenced working with producers,
Work with some awesome professional producers and stuff that can make the sound really awesome.
and being helped by writers,
Usually there's another writer there and you're bouncing back and forth.
making you wonder what part he's even doing.
You have to be able to.
Okay, you say it makes you wonder what part he's even doing, but every famous successful pop artist works with like writers and like producers and like other musicians to help them out with a song, right? Like every pop artist does this. It doesn't mean they're not making the music. There's nothing wrong with collaborating with people when you make music.
Be able to sing. You have to be a good storyteller. You have to, you play things right. And
Was Dream saying you have to be able to sing because this is all he's doing? You'd hope not, given it's been heavily criticized.
The singing is just not good and covered up with tons of reverb and touch-ups where it just doesn't sound like human at this point.
Although it seems to be pretty close to true. For example, Mask was both written and produced by Banrisk and Perish Beats, while the other two singles were also produced and written by others. At least Dream clearly controls the music videos, although this only added another layer of awful. In 2023,
Yeah, I didn't really like the Mask music video. That was pretty bad.
Dream
I'm not gonna
released
lie.
another 7 songs, 2 of which came with music videos, including one for the song Everest. Rather than doing something cool that would separate him from his YouTube channel, Dream put his mask on, got his 2 Minecraft friends and danced with a bunch of girls who weren't hired models but rather various Twitch streamers. Opening the door to a creeper just felt peak permanently online, and the rest of the songs weren't any less cringe.
I mean, yeah, the music videos are pretty cringe. I can't deny it. I mean, I feel like it makes sense that he would have like a YouTube related music video.
All 7 made up the EP to who
I feel like it makes sense that he would have streamers in his videos. I mean, that's who he knows. Like, he's trying to kind of appeal to that audience, you know? Like, what's his name? BB No Money. He's not a streamer, but he has like streamers. Like, he had Asmongold in one of his music videos. He had Critical in one of his music videos.
Whoever Wants to Hear, which received 0.9 out of 5 stars on Rate Your Music, and a not good rating by Anthony Fantano,
Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything. I don't care about what he thinks.
who called it inauthentic.
Nothing on this EP sounds specific.
This guy, I don't care about what this guy's taste is. This guy sucks. I don't care about what Anthony Fantano thinks about the music. He's just a critic. Who cares?
To Dream. It's more like a copy of a copy of a copy, watered down version of a watered down version.
Ironically, Dream had acknowledged the need for authenticity.
and it has to be genuine. You have to actually love to do it and want to do it because people.
You're acting glazy, Tom? Well, what am I supposed to say? Like, if I don't really hate it or think it's that bad, am I supposed to just lie? Like, I know people don't like Dream. I don't love Dream, but I'm not going to shit on him for no reason, you know? There are undoubtedly a lot of things to criticize him for. I just think it's not that bad. And I don't like that genre of music, like the kind of like lo-fi bedroom pop. I don't like it at all, but like, it's just, I don't think it's like necessarily the worst thing ever. If I heard it in the background at Target, I wouldn't think twice and be like, this sucks.
People can hear the emotion. You can know if someone's doing, if it's a cash grab.
Adding that he wasn't just using his YouTube fame to give him a boost in music.
A big question I get asked is like, aren't you just like another like YouTuber or something that's trying to just, use their fame to easily get into music or, get free streams or something? And I'm like, well, I don't think of it like that.
Then why are you using all of your old YouTube branding as a base for your music videos? Why don't any YouTube musicians mirror the success of Joji and renounce their YouTube career completely? Well, it's because it feels safer to do both simultaneously, and Dream is definitely no exception to this.
I was a YouTuber first. I'll always be a YouTuber, and anytime I can try and mix the two, I will. I feel like I can definitely do both. I'm a YouTuber, and I also am a musician.
His kind of half commitment to each is making both careers fail, yet he'd still recently made the...
You know what? I would actually agree with that. I think you kind of have to go all in to really succeed, I think. At least for a certain time period, you have to go all in. Like, imagine if Joji had kept making the Filthy Frank videos while doing, like, the emo lo-fi music. Like, it wouldn't really work, you know? You can't really have both images exist at once. You need to have, like, one focus. Or else it just eats away at it. And your time is being stretched thin, too, you know? I would agree with that, generally. I would agree.
The claim that he was...
Tub does both, and it's not horrible. I really don't like Tub's music from what I've heard, but it's also just not my genre at all, so it's hard for me to tell, like, how good or bad it is, you know? We'll check out his latest song. His videos are, like, they're fine, but... I kind of like the beat. It's like whatever, you know. It doesn't really draw me in, but it's whatever.
Going to top his manhunts.
Recent ideas and stuff that I've been working on. I'm like, okay,
Auto-tune? I don't care about auto-tune. People can use auto-tune. I don't give a shit.
I got this. This next one is big news.
It's hard to see exactly how this will happen with his half-baked commitment, which even on its own is making fans resent him. Uploading every 3 to 4 months is honestly a joke. What happened
That's
to
true.
consistently up?
He needs to consistently upload to get back on his shit, you know? Like I said, part of the problem is that all anybody knew him for, the most people heard about him outside of his audience, was through the drama. Which, you know, whether or not he was in the right or not, it's like, you have to be consistently putting out content. Imagine if every single Wendigoon video was him arguing with people like, what's his name? I call him Gabe because he looks like a Gabe, but in Praise of Shadows. Like, imagine if all you ever heard about him was him claiming he's not racist or right-wing. Like, it would just get boring. You have to genuinely just make good content. And unfortunately, if you go to Dream's channel, actually I looked up Dram, my bad. If you go to Dream's channel, like, the last video I posted 5 months ago was this video, The Truth. Before that, he posted one Minecraft video, then he had a song, then he had the video about the face reveal. Before that, he put out like a few videos, and then there was the original face reveal video. So it's like, he's not even putting out the content that made him big in the first place, is he? So the only time people really care about him, outside of his audience, or his audience in general, is when he's in drama. Tom, you should be in the next Dream music video. Yeah. We need more diss tracks from you. Bro, I have been working on a song lately. Okay, we cooked up a beat real quick. Me and the Turkey team, I can't take total credit for this, but, you know, I can say that there was some, I can say there's some serious riz going on here, okay? There's some serious riz going on. That's all I can say. Let me show you this, okay? Let me play a song for you real quick, because this is pretty good. This is pretty cool. And I think you guys are actually gonna fuck with this. I will say, you know, not to shit on Dream too much, but I think this is better than anything Dream has ever done. You know, you can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but
you ain't really based, man. You need to stop gooning.
Skibbity toilet. Level 3 cat. Ohio Rizzler. I just can't take it. I don't think I'll ever understand what it means.
Stop gooning.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Like you ain't know. What the Sigma?
This is a
gooning.
This guy, I recognize him. He was gooning for the Riddler just a few months ago. Guess he's gooning for the Joker now. Batman, stop saying gooning. Gooning has an entirely different meaning now.
so yeah, I hope you guys like that. We cooked that up real quick. You know, we've been working a lot on music stuff for a big album release soon. No, seriously, we're gonna. I didn't make that. My editor made it, but we're gonna put it in the Tom Dark editor. Shout out to him, the guy who edits all these videos. He made that song, and we're gonna use it in we're gonna use it in the merch ad for the next merch drop, which is coming in not that long. I don't want to reveal too much about it, but I will say gooning will be a theme. That's all I can really reveal. But yes, it will be coming out. It will be coming out. Don't you worry. Tell us his name. I can't tell you anything. It's sworn to secrecy.
Uploading. What does this man even do? I just can't respect such an inconsistent and slow upload schedule. I know stuff like Manhunt takes time, but I find it hard to believe that it takes a third of a year. My respect for Dream.
Fix your green screen. Looks like you have stink lines. I do have stink lines. That's true.
Dream has just been.
This Reddit post is really, really true. I didn't agree with some of this video, but this part is definitely true. He needs to get on his content grind because ultimately, and a lot of people will get distracted by this shit. Like the most important thing to being successful on YouTube is uploading videos that people watch. They don't have to be amazing videos. They don't have to be great videos. You have to upload videos that get numbers, and that's the most important thing. All the drama stuff doesn't matter that much. You can be a horrible person. You can be shitty. You can hold any position. You can have whatever crazy past. If you make good videos and people watch them, you're good. You're good. You're good. That's literally it. And unfortunately, it seems like Dream has kind of lost sight of that, or maybe he hasn't lost sight of it, and for whatever reason, he's just still not posting. I can't really explain why he's doing that, but yeah, it's pretty silly, honestly.
Going down. Feels like he doesn't take YT seriously. I know, quality over quantity, but the quality/quantity rate is still pretty low. This therefore created even more irony.
If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna put my all into it. I'm gonna put my whole heart. I'm gonna put my whole brain, all my time.
And if this were true, his fans wouldn't be asking this.
Why did Dream quit Minecraft? I didn't quit Minecraft.
Exactly what Dream's been doing is...
The thing is, like, he's right, he didn't, but the impression is that he quit Minecraft, and so people are less inclined to watch him, you know, even if that's not true. So what he needs to do is just, you know, dispel that narrative by making good videos, by making videos that people watch, and if he does that, he'll be fine. If he does that, his career will literally be like, just fine. It will be totally fine.
Is a pretty damn good question. He hasn't posted music in 9 months, on Instagram in 6 months, or to YouTube in 4 months, and if you're not working on content every single day, you're going to add atrophy and there's no way around it. Well, it likely has something to do with the cancellation of GeorgeNotFound. On the stream, Katie Bugs took to her stream to state the following.
Last year, at the beginning of summer, I was assaulted by a significantly older and popular content creator.
Twitter quickly discovered she was talking about GeorgeNotFound, who preemptively tweeted, "I've never and would never break someone's sexual boundaries or assault anyone," before uploading a video titled "Addressing a Very Serious Allegation."
This is my side of the story of the 2 times that I ever interacted with Katie Bugs in real life.
George spent 25 minutes offering his side of the story, which was met with a 10-page document response by Katie. As a result, George folded, tweeting, "Since reading Katie's newest post..."
This is the most thing he could have possibly done, by the way. Because I genuinely think George is innocent, but I still, in my mind, I don't exactly know why he made this post. I think it's because he thought the DM from his friend was real, and it was actually from his friend, so his friend seemed to think that he told her, which made him, like, misremember, or, like, misunderstand what happened, but he clearly was in the right, so I'm very perplexed. But this is really dumb for him to do. Especially, he lives with the dream. I don't know how they strategically came up with this being a good idea.
My perspective on that night and my overall conclusion has massively changed, as she introduced new information that I was not aware of at all before. I have much more I will say, but for now, Katie, I am sorry. I am so sorry. I really hope you can hear my words and try to understand that I did not have any bad intentions, before uploading another video response expanding the drama further.
I made a response, and then she made a follow-up response. This is my response.
Are they still friends? Yeah, I think so.
Response to her follow-up.
Exactly who was in the wrong has been heavily debated, yet the important question for this video is whose side was Dream on. Dream initially supported George by writing, "Based on hearing both recounts of stories, being there myself and talking to everyone that was there afterwards, George's recounting of events is much closer to what actually took place, yet after George apologized, Dream changed his tune by taking the opposite side."
I'm sorry, Katie. I'm sorry for in any way whatsoever that I contributed to your pain.
And this was so dumb too, because all the evidence pointed towards George being innocent, so I still don't know why exactly he did this. This is why it's hard to defend these Minecraft people, because their responses are consistently horrible, even when they look good and they didn't do anything wrong.
The biggest problem with the drama
They're so afraid of their audience.
that Dream and George make every video together.
I'd love to thank GeorgeNotFound and Sapnap, my best friends. We were friends before YouTubers, and we always will be.
With George's weakened reputation adding yet another hurdle to Dream's ability to make a successful comeback. Additionally, Dream has had to debunk his own list of false allegations, which he cited as a reason he isn't uploading as often.
As you guys have probably noticed, I took a long break from YouTube, and since the face reveal, I've hardly really uploaded. And I've really focused on other things and separated myself from a lot of the stuff I was doing before. You may think that this was due to the hate from the face reveal, or for other reasons, but really there was something else that happened right after the face reveal, and it really made me step back from what I was doing and have a lot less passion.
Minecraft YouTube in general just isn't what it used to be, and that's why Dream has nowhere else to go.
This is the thing, when these allegations happen, you need to power through. You need to make the best response possible, and you need to keep uploading. That's what you need to do. You cannot allow it to consume your brand and your life, because then what's going to happen is those allegations are going to eat away at your fan base too. They're going to be speculating as to the truth, you know? So you need to make the best response possible, take the time you need, post it, and then post other content that's not related to it. That's how you maintain an audience. That's how you push through these situations when they're false allegations, right? It's not waiting as long as possible, like years to respond, and then when it finally comes out, not having any content, you know, beyond that. Imagine if Dream had posted that and then he had made like his 10 best videos ever right after. That would have been amazing. He probably would have been back, but he didn't do that. And I don't really know why.
His only two...
Because he seems like a relatively calculated guy at times. But then he, for whatever reason, he completely miscalculated how the situation would go.
Your options are either 1, fully commit to a YouTube career playing a dying game with a dying audience, or 2, fully commit to a mediocre music career that no one will take seriously until the day he dies. Either way, his future isn't looking promising, and while I could be proven wrong, he probably won't be relevant in only 12 months' time.
I mean, he kind of is not relevant right now, you know? Is it weird to say he looks like Alt Dimension Lieutenant Corbus? Dream? I don't think Dream looks like Lieutenant Corbus. Does Dream look like a Lieutenant Corbus? Oh, I have the most popular video about Corbus. Damn, that's crazy. I don't think Dream looks like Corbus at all, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I would just, you know, I would agree with the basic idea of Sunny's video. I think Dream could still turn it around. Like, he's obviously a talented guy. He got to where he was in the first place for a reason, you know, by making content people liked. But he needs to put out a bunch of good content, and he needs to put out content people want to see, and it can't just be Minecraft. Because the Minecraft wave on YouTube has kind of died at this point. It will come back, but the absolute craziness that it was like 2 years ago from like the revival or whatever, from like Carson and PewDiePie and all those guys starting it over, I think that that's kind of dead. And so you need to be able to push past the trend. And if you can't do that, you're going to die with it.